Dayton Council meeting on December 19th, 2023. Roll call, please, Ms. Klein.
Member Neiman.
Here.
Member Kelly.
Here.
Member Warwick.
Here.
Member Levens. Member Volter.
Here.
Member Neary.
Here.
Mayor Baker.
Here.
City Administrator Fawcett.
Here.
City Attorney Edmondson.
Here.
Appreciate all those in attendance. Those who cannot make it, I hope you're okay. Next up is the Pledge of Allegiance with a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Next up is the mayor's report for this month. We have a couple things to report. First of all is we had a very successful Light Up Dayton. I want to thank all the volunteers that made hundreds of families in Dayton have a merrier Christmas. I think it was 300 plus families came through these doors right here. Santa sat right here and listened to their wants and their desires. And then we were lucky enough to be able to give each child a meaningful gift and a small meal. So it was a great event, and huge thanks to all the donors who made it possible and all the volunteers who worked tirelessly to make it hit once again. So big thanks. Second of all is off to my right, your left. We're going to have a dedication on Thursday for the ramp, the Berry Street Connector. This is something that's huge. This has been 10 years plus probably in the making. Many council folks, many mayors and administrative folks have worked to make this happen. As we all know, the developer was directed to create that ramp that connects the development on the Riverside, the Manhattan Development Project, to Berry Street. Now, this is really important because it allows a lot of different things to happen. First and foremost is our first responders can respond quickly, rather than having to go all the way down to O'Fallon and turn right to get into the development to act upon any type of health issues or any type of emergency issues. They can now go right up here. That's second saves lives, and we all know that. Secondly, when we want to have, or when they want to come down and enjoy our Main Street, it's a lot easier for them to come down and enjoy our Main Street and buy off our vendors here on the avenue. So it's going to be a lot more access for everybody to come down and hang out at Hometown Heroes or get coffee at Unitaza. I hate to name names because you always forget somebody, but a lot of access for them down here and for us up there. So it's going to be a huge project. We're going to have a ribbon cutting on Thursday at 3 p.m. If you're available, I'd love to see you there. That is all I have for the mayor's report. Next up is the approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the approval of minutes?
So move.
Member Volter made a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstentions? Cruising right along. Next up is we're going to open up the podium for anybody who'd like to have comments, questions, concerns for council and administration tonight regarding legislative items on our agenda tonight. So this is just for things that are on the agenda tonight. So if you'd like to address council, the podium is yours. All right, no one seems to be jumping at that, so we'll go ahead and close that out. Ms. Klein, do we have any ordinances on the agenda for this evening?
None for this evening.
There are no ordinances tonight, but we do have two orders and resolutions. And the first order resolution, 2023, number 30, Romeo. Ms. Klein, please.
An order resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an easement and a cost share agreement with SD1 in connection with construction of Phase 2 of the Riverfront Commons River's Edge Trail project.
The background on this is that the process is laid out. Phase 2 of 51. Problem is that
Thank you, Mr. Fawcett. Do we have any comments from the council regarding order 2023 number 30 Romeo?
I wanted to ask, sorry.
Ladies first.
I wanted to ask about the maintenance. In there, it said that the city would be responsible for maintenance. I wondered, would maintaining the 6-inch concrete be any sort of a significant added expense than what we would have already have assumed under the 4-inch concrete? And that would just like, that also would apply to just like standard maintenance of just wear and tear on something that the city would need to replace. Okay. Right. And then, but I was just asking, it must not have been clear, was that does it cost more to maintain the 6 inches for the city versus the 4 inches?
Over time.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Good question.
So the phase 2 is going to be 6 inches thick for the heavier machine. I haven't seen, I don't recall the design document. How would they even get to the phase 2 area? Because phase 1, I think, the Aaron's Way section that's already in, I don't think that's 6 inches, so they couldn't come in that way with the equipment. Do you recall, Rick? Okay, so phase 2 and 3 will all be 6 inches then. Does the easement area match up with the pathway? Okay. Okay. And the second question I had was on the page where it has the easement in consideration of, I presume that that's gonna, and it has, how many dollars, but that's blank on our form. I presume that's gonna be the 120, 175. Page 1 of 3 towards the end, the easement. After recording, please return to sanitation district number 1. Yes. Okay. All right. In that case, I make the motion to approve 2023-30 Romeo.
Do anybody else have any questions or comments? Concerns? Council, administration? Would anybody like to entertain a motion to accept 2023 number 30?
I'll make that motion.
Motion's been made by member Neri. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by member Kelly. Any other comments, questions, concerns? Ms. Kleiner, roll call, please.
Member Neary,
Aye.
Member Neiman.
Aye.
Member Kelly,
Aye.
Member Wyrick,
Aye.
Member Volter.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Which puts us to the next order resolution. This is 2023 number 31 Romeo. Ms. Klein, please.
This is an order resolution of the City of Dayton City Council requesting that the Dayton Planning Commission consider a text amendment to the Dayton zoning code adopting new historic district regulations.
Do I have a motion to approve order resolution 2023 number 31 Romeo?
That motion.
Motion's been made by member Neiman. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by member Neary, which opens it up for more comments, questions, concerns.
This is actually less restrictive than the original historic regulations we put in place, 12 years ago. Which is fine, because in that original one, we were kind of shooting in the dark. There was a limited color palette, for example. This gives a lot more authority to the BA, the Board of Architectural Review, which is, I think, what's needed, because you got to take into consideration the buildings around it, as far as profile and everything else. One thing that reading through it this afternoon quickly, one of the original problems that we had was, is it for all four sides of the building or just what's visible from a public right-of-way? In other words, doing the side of your house where nobody's really going to see it, or the back of the house when there's no alleyway there. I'm presuming that this would apply to all four sides of the property. There's a couple of mentions of visible from a public right-of-way.
Yeah.
And right. Okay. Second thing was, and maybe Cassie could clarify this, the certificate of authorization, the COA, once it's approved by the Board of Architectural Review. One of the problems we've run into in the past is, people work during the day and they do these projects in the evenings and weekends. And you come in Monday morning and somebody painted their house purple, or they tore down a wall or whatever, and then it's too late. Or you get into a battle to have them undo it, which is sometimes impossible. I would like to see much like a building permit, if someone gets a certificate of appropriateness, I guess it's called, gets it approved, that they are given this certificate that must be displayed on the property, and maybe even have a separate document saying what they can and cannot do, so that even if somebody sees it on a weekend and code enforcement isn't working, even, I believe under police authority, they could at least check it to see if it's been approved or not.
Yeah, that's something that's be added as far as like regulation.
Would it have to be amended to this resolution or the regulations? Okay, great. Okay. Thank you. Understood.
Do you have any other comments to administration regarding 2023 number 31 review? All right, well, member Neiman made the motion, you get the second by Neary. Roll call, please.
Member Volter,
Aye.
Member Neary,
Aye.
Member Neiman, Member Kelly,
Aye.
Member Wyrick.
Aye.
The ayes have unanimous. Moving right along, the department director's monthly reports. So, with all Southern charm, let's go ladies first. Ms. Patterson, code enforcement, please.
Give a copy. And looks like Bill's report, he's about half this action program. No issue today, but other than that, not really had any issue. Also, Angela and really working hard. All the rental occupancy, paying for their inspection. So we had a pretty large year. Revenue. Landlords are now, they know now. Well, wrapping up numbers for kind of the end of the year where we're at. I don't know if you know, but every month we get a report from Campbell County, PA, and anybody that has a mailing address, not that property, sending out documents, whether it be a rental, bake, take a good handle on the process. I knew it would take a little bit of time, but I think we're doing well. Yeah. Who haven't checked? Gary. Thank you.
Your report's only 3 pages. Used to be like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
You know how much paperwork we've done this past month? It's been kind of crazy,
No, I think
but
it's a great
it's
sign.
come on. Well, the grass isn't growing,
True.
and it's Christmas time,
Very kind of you.
right? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Patterson. Great work. There's been a lot of buzz lately about a new officer. Not a new officer yet, but Officer Cooper from the K-9 force here for the city. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and move it along to Chief David Halfhill for the police update.
Report. Out the road, I'll bring it down.
You look great. Well done.
So Officer Cooper, gonna add on to that. We got some merchandise, all coloring books, plush toy sticker. One, come get one.
Great stocking stuffers. It's all in good fun. You know, we enjoy Cooper hanging out, but yeah, all in all, it's a great cause. So thanks to Officer Spears and all the work that he's done and your team. Anybody questions for Chief Halfhill? Thanks, sir. Merry Christmas. Rick, it's coming up on snowy season. You guys are big heroes during snowy season. So, your
Yeah,
report,
we're getting set up. We have 2 trucks set up, plows, everything on it. Brought in 50 tons of salt this week. So we got probably at least 125. So we're good on that. I got 2 more trucks to work on. Get set up. Everything's working fine. Yeah, they kept everything organized. They cleaned up good and kept the road barricaded. I think we had a couple people move the barricades yesterday or the day before, and
Huh.
so yeah,
Well, it
We
proves
didn't
it's a-
see
it's a
'em.
roadworthy road.
yeah. We got our I think it's stop sign. All in all, everything looks good. All the striping, had job striping crosswalk. Right, it's a little different, but yeah, back tuck it round some way they got it put it. But then I called 811 for that tree stump down on Third. I have to have that all marked. We're gonna have to go pretty hard. Yeah, and we'll have to, and we got like at least three other ones. So I can do all three of them at one. Big one may take. For that. So
Big shout out to you and your team for light up Dayton. Memorial Park looks amazing. They're great team.
Get it done.
Thanks, sir. Chief Atkins. Chief stands alone, sir. That's right.
You all have my report. A couple of things to highlight on. We finished up our hydrants, so it's something we do every year, and we touch them all. So the water district has our list of hydrants that are wet. We'll be out checking those. Had Santa at a Dayton, also Santa Bellevue for their feast or for their festival they had. This weekend we will be doing our annual Christmas program and go out every year and we get families from each of the schools and make sure all the kids have Christmas. Make sure every family has a food basket. It's always 10 families, 5 from each school every year. This year it's 10 families and it's 26 kids that will be affecting it. Santa Claus will be out 23rd with us, be on the fire truck. So Saturday night, if you see us roaming through town, lights on, but we're not in any hurry. You see a big fat guy with a white beard hanging out the side of the truck. That's what's going on. And that's been going on since 1982. It started in 1982 when Bellevue did it. Volunteer. They did like 2 families. Over the years, it's grown. They merged. They just said 5 from each school. That way, both cities are covered. We were trying to think how many kids have been affected and over the years. We couldn't put enough. So the guys really enjoy that, so we'll be out doing that. Do have a fire board meeting tomorrow night, last one of the year. Beyond that, I don't have a whole lot of that.
Any questions for Chief Atkins and Council? Admin? Very much, Chief. Oh, almost got me.
You waited. Yes, ma'am.
The fire extinguishers.
Yes.
How long do they last? Do you have a service? Do you just throw them away?
So if you go to like buy one commercially, like at Lowe's or Target or something, they usually have a date on them. We do not service them or refill them or recharge them because they have to go to like Corson or somewhere like that because they have to be hydro tested to make sure they will hold the charge. The only things that we do internally, we have water cans, basically water. We'll use stuff, but any of the stuff with any of the extinguishers, dry chemical or CO2, we send those out because those have to be tested. We don't do that. So if you to Corson, so we
Come and drop them off and you will send them out?
no, we do not.
Just
No,
yours?
just ours. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. We don't take responsibility for anybody else's extinguishers. Most of the time, people that have extinguishers, they bought them at the store, and they have a life. I'm not sure. I
So
can't
they're
tell you.
disposable and there's no servicing anymore.
I would say the manufacturer recommendation on some of those will tell you whether or not they can. Most of the ones that I'm aware of that you buy at the store, like I said, Lowe's, Home Depot, Target, probably just one and done. And then eventually they will just, if most of them have a gauge, if you watch over time, they'll lose the pressure, they'll lose the charge.
Stop hoarding.
Recycle.
Right. Anything else?
Have a Merry Christmas, Chief.
Thank you, sir. You all as well.
That concludes the department director's monthly reports. So moves us along on the agenda to the city administrator report. Mr. Fawcett, please.
Got a question. City mentioned on new construction. Regular.
And to that point, Joey Tucker posted the other day, the median sale price, in other words, half above, half below, in 2018 was, for the city of Dayton, was $85,000. The next year it went down to 82.9. Now it's up to 174.5, which is double what it was 6 years ago. So the home values are going up. And that's single-family homes. It doesn't include the apartment buildings or the multiple families down on the river. So that's a good sign, too.
Any questions for City Administrator Fawcett tonight? All right. Thank you very much for your report, sir. Which brings us to the next part of the agenda, audience comments. So the podium is yours if you'd like to address City Council administration or anything. You have the podium. Nobody? All right. Mike, well,
Really? What are you doing?
new business. I'll take the initiative to do the first one. The next city council meeting is going to be on January 16th. Typically it's scheduled for January 2nd, given that the holiday was the first and everyone's coming up from the holidays. We're going to go ahead and move to the 16th, make sure everyone can travel back in time. Not back